You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
All right, Black and White Sports supporters. Well, the NFL wanted to brag about how well and how many people watched that NFL game, that playoff game between the Dolphins and the Chiefs. And, well, they bragged about how many people that watched and how many people that signed up. And we can take a look at that right here because we found out that the NFL game led to almost 3 million new signups with Peacock. But that does not tell the whole story about the situation. And you see, here's how long it needs to have them stick around. Yeah, because Peacock is in trouble, folks. And we'll get to that, but it's a pretty damn big bit of trouble, all right? Now, the problem with this is when you see that they had, and this was the largest sign-up ever for a streaming service all at one time, guys, we're going to get more NFL playoff games on streaming exclusively. It's just going to get worse from here. The recent NFL game that was only shown on Peacock for most of the country had many NFL fans, football fans, up in arms over the league's perceived greed. But the move may well work out well for Peacock. During the weekend of that Chiefs Dolphins game, Peacock saw a 2.8 million jump in new subscribers, according to subscription market intelligence company Antenna. It was the biggest new subscriber event for any streaming service over the last 3 years. Okay, so not ever, but the last 3 years. According to Antenna, outperforming Super Bowls and FIFA World Cups that were simulcast on various streaming platforms. Quote, the acquisition of 2.8 million subscribers is indeed a remarkable feat for Peacock, especially considering the platform's position in the competitive streaming market. Kevin Hanley, EVP of Marketing Service Practice for Hero Digital, a customer experience agency, told MarketWatch. Nearly 3 million new subs is a lot, but considering Peacock parent NBC Universal paid $110 million to air the playoff game plus one regular season game, it is too soon to tell if the cost was worth it. Quote, to make a profit off of $110 million that Peacock spent, those 2.8 million subscribers would need to stick around for at least 4 months. Chante Bucci, TV and streaming expert at CableTV.com, told MarketWatch. So they got to hold these subscribers for 4 months for this to have been worth it. At minimum, now they don't know what the ad revenue was. At minimum, the reported 2.8 million new subscribers will lead to about $17 million in revenue for the initial month because the cheapest plan costs $5.99 per month. But the overall revenue added from an exclusive game is likely much higher because it doesn't take into consideration the ad revenue that Peacock made during the game. Moreover, users could have opted to buy the ad-free Peacock plan, which is $11.99 a month, for one or more of its annual subscription plans. Peacock does not currently offer a free trial. Now, here's the thing. At least 25% of those will not renew over the next several months. All right, so there's that. Now, while everything looks hunky-dory for Peacock, it's not. It's not. NBC Universal's Peacock lost $2.7 billion in 2023. Peacock's subscriber base currently stands at around 30 million, still far behind Netflix, which counts around 80 million domestic subscribers. The 2023 losses are worse than the previous year when it lost $2.5 billion. My God, they're hemorrhaging money. Peacock has failed to generate much popular enthusiasm with its original programming, instead relying in large part on the hit series Yellowstone, which it leases from Paramount. Yeah, that's not even their show. The streamer has been aggressively promoting Seth MacFarlane's Ted, a new comedy series based on the popular R-rated movies about a highly sexed stuffed bear. While the show debuted to Peacock's most viewed series, McFarlane told The Hollywood Reporter the series is, quote, outrageously expensive. Peacock serves as a streaming home to far-left MSNBC programming, including The Readout with Joy Reid. Gag me with a stick. The streamer also produces the Mehdi Hassan Show before the Ratings Challenge host was dropped. On Thursday, Comcast-owned NBC Universal announced that Peacock's losses for the final quarter of 2023 totaled $825 million, with the service adding just 2 million subscribers from the 3 previous months. Okay, so that's not going to take into effect what they gained because that playoff game was in January. It was not going to be in the final quarter earnings for Peacock in 2023. Other legacy Hollywood studios are also losing their shirts as they attempt to compete with Netflix for streaming dollars. And it goes on to talk about the billions that Disney is also hemorrhaging into their platform, and they are hemorrhaging money like crazy. Now, the problem here, obviously, is that they got 3 million new subs. This streaming-only situation is not going away. Now, they're going to lose a lot of these people, and what they're going to end up having happen, this is what I foresee. They're going to add like a game a month or 2 games a month in the regular season onto this Peacock service. I would guess they'll end up really ponying up a bunch of money, right? And then they know that at least during the NFL season, a certain amount of new subscribers will stay. However, they got a massive fly in the ointment. If you did not see, Netflix just gave the WWE $5 billion over 10 years, and WWE Raw will be broadcast live over on Netflix, right? It's kind of their jump into live sports. Well, what I foresee happening, and right now everybody's denying this, but my prediction is the WWE Network will jump ship over to Netflix at some point. All right? And that means, and look, this is the reason I had Peacock already, and I had it for 2 reasons. Number one, they premiered those Halloween movies on Peacock and in the theater, and one of them, maybe it was the original Halloween they re-released, not the old one, but the new one. It premiered on Peacock because COVID was going on, all right? I'm a big horror fan, so I subscribed to Peacock to watch the Halloween movie. Now, I quickly realized the WWE Network's on here, and I get all the pay-per-views as part of my subscription for $12 a month. Well, that's a damn sight better than the $49.95 that I would pony up for a pay-per-view. So I came out way ahead. But what is Peacock going to do if and when they eventually lose the WWE Network? Because it's my understanding that a bunch of those subscribers that they got were WWE subscribers that came on when WWE Network merged in with Peacock. What are you going to do then? That's a hell of a lot of money and a hell of a lot of subscribers that may just vanish over into Netflix. And in fact, Netflix has course-corrected a lot of its programming. And, of course, they didn't cancel Dave Chappelle and all these other folks, even though they tried the pressure to cancel those people because of, they're comedians. They offended everybody. Good. I like comedians that offend everybody. So the point is, they said, no, we're not going to do that. We're going to give people the kind of programming they want. And a byproduct of that over time is Netflix added 13 million new subs this last quarter. It was their second largest growing month ever, I think. And it was because their programming has gotten better, Now, how long is Peacock going to be around? Because it's my feeling that eventually the bigger fish will come along and eat the smaller fish in streaming land. And the other problem that Peacock's got and all these streaming services have got, and I've talked about this before, a lot of people have decided to just cut the cord of everything because we originally got involved with streaming because it was much cheaper than Dish, DirecTV, or cable. Hell, I'm paying as much nearly now. There might be a $20 difference, but I've got like 5 streaming services plus Hulu Live, which is streaming. I mean, what the hell? It's nuts. It's absolutely insane. And a lot of people have thrown up their hands. They've gotten fed up and said, I'm not paying for any of it anymore. So that streaming thing, that bubble, it's going to burst at some point. I don't know. Now, the problem is they hemorrhaged. They lost $2.7 billion. That's good. I like to see that. But in the interim, we're going to get more NFL games on that streaming service. There's no way around it. And that sucks. That's just the NFL, Roger Goodell, and the greed involved from him and the league. It totally sucks. Tell me what you think. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.